Here, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, I want to let you know that I love you from the bottom of my heart to a little heartbeat in my crew. Put it away. Before we get that sorted, today's video is sponsored. This has to be my absolute favorite long length mink lashes. Shout out to Lashout.Beautysa for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you guys check her out on Instagram. Her information is in the description box down below. Now that I plugged you with some good lashes from Lashout, let me lash out about P Valley Child. Okay? If you guys see, there's a show called P Valley, and we're about to sit down, recap, chop it up, and I'm gonna let you know my thoughts, because I got a few way too many thoughts going on about P Valley. So we'll start off in season 1. So in season 1, the show is centered around these characters' lives, and I got me notes, child. So every time you see me looking over here, get back on my notes. And so we'll start off with Miss Autumn Night. She's got several names. She's aka amaningi. It's that babe, because wow, her naked hustle name, and I'll explain what naked hustle is. Her naked hustle name is Autumn Night. Her stolen identity name is Lakeisha Savage. Her supposed real name that we get to know is Uhaley. Smongo as. So we have Keyshawn. Keyshawn's husband are they boyfriend? No, definitely husband. Keyshawn's husband is Derek. Derek is a white man. Keyshawn is a black woman. Then we have Mercedes. Mercedes is the girlie she thinks she is. And then we have Andre. Oh, guys, Andre. Andre kukona Big Al, kukona Diamond, kukona my utmost favorite, one of my favorite characters in this series, Uncle Clifford. Uncle Clifford is a homosexual, and I love him because he lives in all of his glory. It's supposedly set in the southern parts of the United States. I think in the Mississippi County or province, as we would say, which is probably pronounced the pink if we're reading it our South African way. But the pink is a strip club, Naked Hustle. It is a strip club run by Uncle Clifford, and Uncle Clifford sort of gained ownership through generational passed down, basically. I'll just go straight ahead to the season finale because I want to focus on season 2 more than anything. So season 1, the finale, Murder Night. So Murder Night, Little Murder has now sort of become, his name is picked up, you know. He's on rotation in terms of radio. Little Murder. As I said, Little Murder is catching feelings with Uncle Clifford. So they're sort of like now dating. Very interesting. He's going on tour. It's a bittersweet moment. But it's Murder Night. It's his night. Pink is hosting the event. All the girls are there. They have been practicing because obviously Uncle Clifford has been mismanaging the accounts. So not paying the utility bills and the little things that have sort of added up. And she is now trying to save the pig with this big event, trying to cash in as much as she can with this event. Now we get to understand why Haley or Lakeisha Savage or Autumn Night has sort of always been over her shoulder, very mysterious and very questionable activities, like with the money scamming situation. Like, girl, where are you getting the money from? Whose account are you scamming? Okay. But eventually we get to see that. So it turns out that Miss Haley has been taking out money from her ex-husband or ex-boyfriend. I think it was more like ex-husband. She obviously survived a hurricane and sort of came to Chocolate to start her life afresh. This guy has been hunting for her, hunting. He's been hunting for her and eventually finds her. And we also see Keyshawn having to want to leave her her abusive relationship. You know, we see that starting to play out. Diamond Diamond definitely likes Keyshawn and wants to catch a body for Keyshawn, but Keyshawn's just not letting him, and she still very much has that thing, still very much protecting of him. You know, she'll cover him when people ask what happened, or she'll lie, but everybody knows what's your man, yeah, again. You know. But she sort of, you know, still very much protects the man, and until she gets the courage to leave, ain't nobody gonna say shit to her. But Diamond was very much one of those people that was like, dude, if you need me to shoot, I'ma catch a body for you. Sean is a talented dancer. She does her thing on that pole, child, and it's on her. Down in the valley where the girlies get naked, there were a few bands and you know she gon' shake it. She wants to leave this relationship. She sort of has this D, and Autumn gives her a gun to do the things. Does she use it? No. It is murder night. Murder night, it is happening. Music is loud. The girlies are shaking. The girlies are shaking the nyash. It is just, you look here, it is nyash. You look here, it is titties. You look here, it is more nyash and titties. Here it is bigger titties with bigger nyash. It is just vibrating. It's just wow. It is very much a busy night at the Pink. It is wonderful to be at the Pink, child. Then Lil Murda has to make a decision, or Uncle Clifford has to make a decision in terms of, are they ending this thing, or are they going to push a long distance, or what? Or Uncle Clifford sort of wants Lil Murda to be open, be out of the closet, but you know, clearly he ain't ready for that. Big truth about Autumn, because I feel like season 1 was definitely centered around Autumn Nights, definitely centered around Lakeisha Savage or Miss Haley. So we see that sort of looks over her shoulder all the time, very much protected, minimal to no cell phone use. She's very dodgy. Where the money that she's been taking, what's it mad? Gailey has been taking money from a man's account who is her baby daddy and ex-husband, why I am shy, also an abusive situation, very intense. The man has got money, so you know how it would be, typical abusive power dynamic going on. So he comes to the Pink as a baller, ready to spend some coin, ready to because really that night we're going to have scammers, the shooters, and the ballers, all of them in the Pink. Request for Autumn at the champagne room, and obviously she can't really say no, she can't really fight him because it's a big night and she does not want to make a scene also, So she goes into the Pink and she's sort of doing her thing very uncomfortably so, and I think Mercedes catches a glimpse of this. So she sort of comes in to help, to not necessarily help but just be very much so. The guy's like, where's my money, give me my money. In that very moment, somebody's gonna die. In that moment, somebody's gonna die. It was either Haley or it was either the guy. I don't know how, but Uncle Clifford saw on the monitor. So there was a camera in the champagne room, and Uncle Clifford saw what was going on. Tussling, hustling, trying to fight this gent. This guy, it's going down at this point. Mercedes gets a gun, shoots, and kills the guy. Big Al and Diamond come and assist and dispose of the body, and ngapha Diamond and Haley and Derek. Derek is not Haley, Keyshawn. So it's Keyshawn, Diamond, and Derek. Diamond is fighting Derek. Like, he's literally going in. Like, he's damn near about like three more punches in the KO. Keyshawn takes the gun that Haley gave her, and points it at Diamond and tells Diamond to, whoa, don't shoot my man. I mean, don't kill my man. Like, what? Are you mad? Just gorgeous. It just calm down. I know you're gonna be like, "Ay, well, yazeya ukhala is juice." Okay, come your titties. Pink is still up for auction. They don't make enough money. They make just enough money for like the starting price of the auction. As I said, remember, they helped Hailey kill her baby daddy. So the auction, or the people that want to buy the pink, are the mayor and the mayor's godson. So they make offers, they're about to win. As they are about to win, in comes Miss Hailey Savage, right? The baddest to ever be in a white suit. Hey, that white, come to think of it, that white suit has so much significance. She comes through, she's in her white suit, she's got a bag of money. It's all of this money that she's been scamming. Whole time, Miss Hailey has been planning to buy the pink, and she does so in the auction. Think, okay, cool. Now the pink is gonna be okay. The pink is gonna be safe. You know, it's about to be good times. Season 1, season 2. But there's like sort of two main additions to the pink. Season 2 is everything that it needs to be. It is serving, it is wow. The whole of Chocolate has been hit with COVID, and it is just mayhem. The club had to shut down. It is just mayhem. So now they have to, in as much as that they've saved, or they've managed to save the pink, they still need to worry or be concerned about making money, because how are they making money when the clubs are closed? Eventually it gets to a point where, you know, doors are open now, they're allowed to have people in and so forth. Wow. Can we just digest and talk about the sexual scenes in P Valley? Wow. What is going on here? Hey, whoa. His very close friend comes out of jail and, you know, starts touring with them as sort of security and so forth. So the friend is also just struggling to adjust with being outside, and it ends up in bringing out, because let me say that, it ends up bringing out the homosexual side, and you know, it's their energy. So we find that Lil Murder and his homeboy, his homie, do the deed. They do the deed, child, and wow, it is to be done. And they passed that. How many times do they do it? More than once? I don't know, but we clearly see that Lil Murder is the top in this situation. He is definitely the top. Did he also give, or was he just receiving? Head. But anyway, Lil Murder is definitely a top child. So he was just topping his neighbors up, topping Uncle Clifford in season 1, and topping this nigga, his friend, in season 2. But anyway, it's a very interesting dynamic also in terms of their friendship. Even though they've done a few things together, they're still very much cool. But Umganika, another friend of Lil Murder's, also I think a road manager type guy, and Mississippi and Kishan, they like, bro, are these people each other or what? They sort of catch on the vibes, and that they never really say much about anything, and they leave it as it is. As I said, Kishan almost got raped by her manager, and she's fighting that off. And now in season 2 we get to see Impiloga Kishan from where it started. Kishan was never this down. Yeah, she was never this down city girl. Kishan comes from money. She comes from a silver spoon, and so does her husband too. He also comes from money. It was a situation of being young and in love. It started off very cute. It started off very, you know, it was giving. It was love lives here type situation. We find that discovery of her of how their relationship started breaking and pulling apart and just becoming the shambles that it is currently. We see that, and then we see Hailey. Now we see a different side to Hailey. We knew that Hailey was a bit dodge, but now we see her in her full-blown dodginess. Now she is taking her dodginess to the next level. Now we get to see it's okay. This is the real type of paint color that you are. This is the babe that you really are. Very much boss lady, but her energy is very much because of her past. She wouldn't be like this, you know. She really wouldn't be like this. But yeah, her past definitely makes her this. She always has to have her guard up. She's very self-centered and very much puts herself first, as she should, because, well, her past, you know, she's learned from it and she's just carried that throughout her life. Then we find not Mississippi, we find that Mercedes, the babe. Oh, Mercedes, guys, I feel like Mercedes, she gets on. Everybody's life in this series is very much wishy-wishy and pillow. We find that Mercedes. So in season 1, Mercedes had like a regular customer that would come from out of town and spend a couple of coins on her, which was being Coach. And Coach actually did want to take her out of the ghetto, or take her out of Chocolisa and you know put her up, you know, and be the blesser that he is, child, as he should. Then we had Coach sort of pitched an idea for her to come and stay in LA. The girly. Did Coach not tell his wife that he's got a mistress and he's having this mistress come over, and she must just deal with it? After God, yeah, man, bro, tell me how Coach had Mercedes sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. Had her sign a non-disclosure agreement about their havings, literally signing a contract to be a Makwapin, literally signing a contract to be assigned to Coach, to be Coach's mistress. She would get benefits. She would get to stay at a penthouse in LA. She would get girlfriend allowance, all of that. Yes, she's exploring that lifestyle, and very look. Andre thinks he's a big boy and now he wants to run for mayor. He loses. He loses. Yeah. Tell me how Andre finds his wife is cheating with another doctor and gets mad when the whole time when he was here in Chocolisa, he was busy with Uhail. He was busy. That's actually Uhail, one way child. I just never understood it. But really angry, and he moved back to Chocolisa, and that's when he started running for mayor. She's trying to sell the pink. Imagine, we just got this place back and now you're here trying to sell it. What are you doing? What do you mean? This is Uncle Clifford's livelihood. This is Uncle Clifford's ancestral, you know, ancestral wealth. And so you mean we want to now sell it? She's busy conniving throughout the season. She is conniving. She is coming up with ways to try and get this casino deal, trying to do the very last scene. So Andre, to the very last part of the finale. So Andre and Hailey are now sort of full on snacking, full on, you know, playing around, being an item, or so forth and so forth and so forth and so forth. Cool. Diamond is back, we love it. Little Murder 2 back. Kishan back. Everybody is now in Chocolisa. Everybody is back in Chocolisa. Remember Diamond had a thing for Kishan, and so Kishan chose her path and he carried on with his life and got I think they call her Big Bone. Yeah, her name is definitely Big Bone, bro, because she's Big Bone. You see, ends up sort of dating this girl called Big Bone. There are so many baddies in this series. I'm just unable to count them. The women that are cast for this show and the men that are cast for this show, child, are just But yay, you know. Turns out the pink is somewhat haunted. The pink is haunted, obviously because of season 1. Now, obviously, Imoya Corner, that guy's energy is still at the pink. Diamond, for sake of protection, I remember he took the ring that belonged to the dead guy and kept it in a shrine. Very interesting to see that Diamond, being such a scantonto and just being very much a hood, you know, type guy, very much is in tune and in line or aligned with his chakras. He's a chakra gent, spiritual in that sense of he's very much within that belief system. He's kept that ring in the middle of the shrine with there's like crystals and so forth around it, so he says it's for his protection. But we see all of these characters, how they've sort of developed. What happened to Kishan is not right. What happened to Kishan, but at the same time Kishan had so many opportunities to get out of it, but it was her stalling. And Angisho to Shosho, no, I'm not saying Yandonga or whatever, but she had so many opportunities and she chose to waste those opportunities, knowing that she's in such a dire situation. You know, for me it's just like bandla. Not the man having the nerve to get her arrested. Now she's in jail. If there's a season 3, my girl better be out of jail by then, because this man, this racist white man, and how are you in a relationship with this racist? It just irks me. It really just irks me. Very last bit of the very last scene or bits, we see that Uhaili is continuously on the run. Because now she thought she was clever, and you know, I pity her, because Uncle Clifford did say, I thought we were gonna be family the way we were moving, and I actually wanted that for her. And you know, a sense of community, sense of belonging, just, you know, having, because honestly they have proven themselves to be Am I Ride or Dies. Okay, Am I Ride or Dies in general. You guys, I'm so sorry, my camera died, my battery died. Mercedes finally gets her gym and sort of now has this role of being a mother, which is absolutely top 2 and not 2. Okay, sort of ready, but financially not ready. But now that she's ready all around, I love the energy for her. I love the being a mom and taking care of her daughter for her. Which is out the door. She is out the door. We have gotten rid, as if I was there, we have gotten rid of Miss Lakeisha Savage, Miss Automatic, Miss Haley. You know, she's been out the door, and as I said, it's very sad, because I mean, not only is she lonely, but now she's pregnant with this guy's twins, and she's not telling him that she's just off with the kids. She's continuing with this. And remember, I said that white suit holds significance, because right at the end, right at the very end, she turns around in another city. She done scammed. Oh, she's a scammer. She done scammed Uncle Clifford of his money when he just made some good bank after a proper reopening. She scammed him. She took some money. So she took the check, and then she took money from the pink as well, and she's gone with it. So she's got her little bag of clothes and her bag of money. So around 2. Who knows? Maybe even previously she was starting again. But anyway, I feel like little murder. Yes, you must love. You know, you must live your truth. I'm all for that. Why the fuck are you neglecting the bag? Like, it doesn't make sense. So he comes out eventually, and he chooses to not go on tour again. I'm like, sir, how do you do that? Because I mean, how? Like, Njani, baby, njani. Like, how do you? I mean, you could have been open. Everybody knows you're with Uncle Clifford. Cool. Go about your little hustle. Uncle Clifford was a pretty. That's one thing that just irritates me. Uncle Clifford has lived his life, has seen quite a few things, you know. Instead, Uncle Clifford, you know, she's not very old, but she's old. When I met a mouse and when I decided to what's high because of love, let me just, and then I must just, then the very ending, guys, that sort of had me confused, had me not necessarily confused, but like, remember Big Bone when she slept over or went over to Diamond's house, Diamond's place? She asked about the ring, right? She seemingly wanted to take that ring. You guys peeked that, right? And then when Keyshawn came into play, you know, she became very jealous, and so and we see Big Bone and some muscle guy take down Diamond and put Diamond in the car. If you saw nicely, guys, somebody please in the comment section, or somebody who's watched, bro, DM me what the hell is cooking oil, what is going on here. And that muscle guy had a ring on. Tell me, please, you must please correct me if I'm seeing things right. He had a ring on. That ring, bro, was the exact same ring that that Diamond kept in his protection shrine thing, bro. Is that not the ring of that guy that Mercedes killed? Because I know what I saw. So, and another thing that makes me think that it's connected to Hailey's ex-abusive husband is in season 1, Unkoyana ga Hailey, or ex-husband ga Hailey, said to Mercedes, did she say to Mercedes? No, said to Hailey that if you kill me, he said, if you kill me or something happens to me, or somebody's gonna come after you. Something like that. Something of that nature was said. So that's why I'm like, Zitiben is very true. And I really pray that season 3 does come along. I need answers. Okay, Shani, so forever. Is Diamond is my babe? Diamond gonna survive? Yeah. Did it stress me true? No. I'm alright. And in the stress, is this thing going to last of Uncle Clifford and Little Mera? Nalo mahosha nje umusha. Guys, like, there's a lot. If you haven't watched it, please watch it and just let me know some of your, you know, comment down below some of your favorite moments from P Valley. I know this is probably all over the place, a recap that is very much all over the place. It's a very scattered recap, but it's a recap nonetheless. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if I should do another one, but like, guys, I hardly have time to even consume a series, consume TV, but because I was so drawn in and so in love with P Valley. Like, this, here's the thing with P Valley, as I said, it shows us it humanizes the stripping culture and the stripping world. It shows us that, you know, not everybody gotta be crackheads or have a pimp to be in the strip club. Some of these women are just, you know, out of circumstance. Yes, most of them are out of circumstance, but you know, it's not because they're drug addicted or some shit like, or crazy shit like that. You know, they're still humans, they're still mothers, they're still wives at the end of the day, they're still daughters to, you know, their parents. You know what I'm saying? When I sort of researched, P Valley is definitely based on 3 women within the American strip club industry. So I was like, oh, okay, this is some real ass shit, you know. And it also talks about racism. It also talks about social economical aspects of life, and it's I would think it is a true depiction of, or somewhat of a true depiction of, as I said, the naked hustle world. So yeah, anyway, with that being said, if you are here to this point, I became gorgeous for you. I'm looking gorgeous for you. You are here at the end and you have not subscribed. What's the ones when you're lunch? Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this very wishy-washy of a recap. Child. Let me know in the comments down below which parts of P-Valley season 2 did you enjoy the most, and let's chop it up. What did you think about season 2? What is going on? Like, right?